Here's our 7-day outlook.
Good morning. Let's get your Thursday morning started because then we can get to an amazing Friday and even more amazing weekend. Hey, we begin this morning with flood warnings all along the Mississippi River. We also have 11 states with heat advisories out today. We've got to get you warned and ready for all of that, and expect storms to pop up all across southeastern skies today. This is a time lapse of rain rolling right in over Atlanta Hartsfield Airport last night. 1 to 3 inches of rain could fall on some of these fast-moving, small thunderstorms from Memphis to Orlando over the next couple of days. So get ready for that. I know you're all going to be out on these summer days. We've just got to get you ready. Ballpark blowout, heavy rain dumping on a Philadelphia Phillies game, lightning, high wind, sending fans running for cover. Ballparks all across the country getting ready to take precautions. It is America's game, but it all gets played, a lot of it, outdoors in the summertime. So that means we got to get ready for storms. Hey, high-altitude wedding. A couple going on extreme lengths for their wedding day, getting married and honeymooning in Glacier National Park. I love these people. Jim.
That's beautiful.
That's a gorgeous shot.
And the goal, of course, is to stay together before the glacier melts. Long enough, right? I'm just kidding. All right, it's Christmas in July here at the Weather Channel. We get garland, this old stationary front just kind of hung across the southeast. Pretty active this morning. There's a little upper air disturbance that's kind of rolling down in the flow. So we will watch a round of thunderstorms go through Nashville, another round of thunderstorms come through southeast Missouri. Very wet night last night, and storms heading toward northwest Arkansas as well. So storms, as we say today. Scattered, smothered, covered, diced, chunked, peppered, and country across the south. Once again, we're going to have them covered for you. We'll talk about this in the details. Also, take a look at the high plains. We got a Torcon of 3 today.
Yeah, Jim's all awake, people. I know I was in trouble right at the beginning of the show. He did one of these. I just knew we were in trouble. He's awake now. All right, you remember the video from earlier this month. A lightning strike hits the scoreboard in Pensacola, Florida ballpark. Now, this is the team's worst nightmare because you've got people in the stands when severe weather strikes. Think about that. But you'll notice, if you look at these images, this field was empty. That's because ballparks always have an eye on the radar. Important to know. Now, this weekend, wow, just listen to that. Listen to that. This week, heavy rain hits the middle of a Phillies game as well. Sent fans running, but the game wasn't called off. Reagan Medji is live in Citizens Bank Park. Reagan, you're going to show us who calls the shots to get folks in the stands safely cleared of bad weather. Good morning, Reagan.
Yeah, good morning there, Sam. Yeah, so the guy who makes that tough call is Mike Stiles. Now, game, he sent out an email to the staff here at the Phillies saying, hey, possibility of some storms. Don't worry, we're going to get that game in. Now, Mike Stiles is not only the COO of the Phillies, he's also a weather guy like you and me. He loves the weather, and he also has that tough job of watching Mother Nature's every move. In a sea of Phillies red and white, fans gear up to enjoy another game during the second heat wave of the year in Philadelphia. While Mother Nature turns up the heat, the Phillies warm up on the field and with their fans. Phillies exec Mike Stiles, along with a team of people, keeps an eye on the day's forecast.
Well, I look at your radar, and I look at not only your past radar, but your future radar that tells me what at least the Weather Channel thinks it's going to look like in the Philadelphia area.
And the final decision to take the field, if the forecast calls for severe weather, rests on this chief operating officer and the weather fans' shoulders. It's a tough call because Major League Baseball is the most attended professional sport in the country.
If we're going to have a significant challenge, then I'll get together with our baseball player people, our ticket sales people, our events people, our grounds crew, and ultimately we'll come to a decision about whether we can play the game.
Cold water.
Once the fans start filling the seats here at Citizens Bank Park, Mike Stiles will take his seat up here in the executive box. He'll be carefully monitoring all of the weather radar up until the umpire yells, play ball. Once the game is in play, the umpires take over making the call if severe weather strikes. For Tuesday's game, dark skies looming around the ballpark in South Philly. Then, in the bottom of the third inning, the skies opened up.
but not quite long enough or severe enough to delay the game. A much-needed water break for the Phils and their fans.
So Major League Baseball officials say that, severe weather plays a major impact in this sport, particularly. In 2014, 105 million people attended both major and minor league baseball games, making those calls in severe weather that much more important. Sam, back to you.
Reagan, fantastic story. I loved every second of it. And I loved learning what you showed us today. And I am very jealous. You've got a picture-perfect day. You've got the whole field to play on all to yourself today. Reagan Medji. Here's the Philly day. Friday, 88 degrees. Saturday, 91. We have some storms moving in by the time we get to Sunday at about 91 degrees. And Reagan will continue her reporting for us live there all morning long. Hey, Jen, I want to say good morning to Wilton, Connecticut. 67 degrees right now. 67 beautiful degrees.
Yeah, it's really comfortable
Going
out there.
to 83. What a difference from what it was just a couple days ago.
Yeah, absolutely. We do know those winds coming in from the west and north and making it much better out there, but drier conditions out there. It's not that sticky stuff that you felt earlier this week. Well, as we show you right now, here is a live view of Portland, Maine. Right now, 59 degrees. You can see the water there. I mean, it really just looks absolutely gorgeous. Just a few clouds out there. As we go through the afternoon, we're going to see temperatures. They're going to climb only into the upper 70s for you. But how about this gorgeous photo coming to us? This is coming to us out of the area, including Shelter Island. And it's also a happy birthday for somebody, one of the names there. So happy birthday to whoever you might be. But look at the flag actually just blowing around. Really kind of gorgeous conditions out there. As we show you for New York today, if you're traveling there or if you're going to be visiting, good for you. You're going to be going up and down Times Square and you're going to be looking at sunshine. You're going to have to buy some sunglasses. It's going to stay nice and quiet out there. Temperatures climbing into the mid 80s as we show you right now. The 70s. We have some 60s out there. 62 degrees in Buffalo, Pittsburgh. We'd never forget about you. And as we go through the afternoon, these are your high temperatures. They're going to be in the 80s out there. 83 degrees for D.C. And then we get into the peak afternoon day. You can see 86 for Philly as well as 81 for Boston. As we look ahead for New York, dry conditions out there, and we're looking at the temperature staying in the mid 80s, actually touch below average for this time of the year. Next chance of rain comes on Monday. Sam.
All right, we've got some powerful thunderstorms, little small tiny pockets of them, but they're creating some lightning and some big rain. Jim is tracking every one of those little bitty small pockets.
Yeah, it's a busy morning with a lot of little bitties out there. And if you look at the water vapor image, you can kind of kind of rolling down in the northwest flow here across the nation's heartland, which happens to be paralleling, by the way, a frontal system. So there's energy here. There's obviously warm, moist air, which is flowing north and meeting up with that boundary. So there's plenty of ways to get our thunderstorms this morning, especially with no mixing going on. That's the time of the day where you can just bring that moisture north and converge it right along the front. So we've got storms all the way from North Carolina back west into Kansas. Storms just north of Raw this morning. Some of these with lightning. Greensboro as well. Watch out up around Henderson. Chattanooga's gotten wet. Looks like these storms are heading toward Blue Ridge, Georgia for a little bit later on this morning. Nashville, you've already dealt with your first round. Look at what's to come off toward the west. This whole area filling in from about Cullman, Alabama, all the way back up into the Missouri boot heel. Pretty heavy rain around Springfield. We got some flash flood warnings that have just been issued there. Storms are just kind of moving themselves over a pretty small area here in repeated fashion. So be careful if you're traveling around Springfield. Hopefully this will eventually move toward the east, but you'll notice how these storms have kind of clustered and they're just sitting here just east of downtown Springfield, Missouri. So Greene County, you are under a flood warning at the present time. Storms starting to gust out a little bit in through here, so some wind maybe making it into Tulsa. You may even see a little bit of that shelf cloud right into the Tulsa area. Let's get a Tulsa cam, guys. And here we go. Here's the rain off to the west up toward Ponca City and southwest Kansas. We'll time it out for you a little bit later on, 20 minutes past. Stick around.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 90, chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 76. Chance of rain 50%. Friday, partly cloudy, with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 93. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back to AMHQ. Right now, we have 9 minutes past the hour. It is Thursday. Detroit, we are looking at you. You're waking up to partly cloudy skies. You know what? You don't have any clouds in the sky at all. It's blue, almost just like the water. 63 degrees out there. Today is going to be a gorgeous afternoon. It is Thursday. Can you already taste Friday? I know we can here. We're all like in high gear this morning. As we show you this image, this is coming in and actually showing you some of the corn. And you know, there's a saying that goes knee high by July, but it's been so wet across parts of the Midwest. A lot of this corn almost ready to harvest, and this is actually showing you the area of this corn that's developing in Illinois. And we know, Illinois, you've been hammered as well. As we show you what's happening on the satellite, notice the clouds all the way down towards the south. We started off the morning yesterday for areas like Chicago. You had some clouds around, but you have high pressure in control, and the ridge of high pressure keeping you nice and quiet for today, tomorrow. Really comfortable conditions out there. Starting off your morning with those temperatures in the 60s. You can see the flow as we go throughout the afternoon. We're going to see our high temperatures today climbing into the 80s, but then we're going to start to see that heat building into parts of the northern plains. By tomorrow, Kansas City, you're starting to get a problem. You'll see some of those temperatures climbing into the mid-90s, but for this afternoon, the 80s. So KC, enjoy today because it gets hotter, close to 100 for the weekend.
You know, speaking of that, Chicagoland, Joliet, they've been quiet on Twitter today. Send us the pictures. Even though it's gorgeous, send us those beautiful pictures. Brag a little bit. Why not? Let's get into Milwaukee this morning because you're not going to believe it. The problem's not in the skies. The problem's actually in the ground. So let's get into the streets of Milwaukee. NBC's Craig Melville is with us there. Craig, we've seen some images of what might be a lion, and it doesn't look like a baby lion. So how is that possible, and is this true?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, Sam. We are in the backyard where that big cat was last seen Monday morning. The guy who lives here tells me that a DNR official came, looked at the evidence, and told him that it was unequivocally a young mountain lion traipsing through his garden Monday. Among the evidence, if you look closely here, you can see it. We covered it for you. That paw print, that's one of several paw prints left behind. The good news is the lion hasn't been seen since Monday. Sam, the bad news is for many, the lion hasn't been seen since Monday. Look closely. Could it be a lion hanging out in downtown Milwaukee? Kelly Brooks didn't see one prowling in his backyard Monday morning, but he did see his neighbor's cell phone video.
It's like, oh no, this is a real lion. It's just a lion, and something really could have happened to me.
City officials received more than 24 911 calls from folks around northern Milwaukee claiming to see a lion.
It is definitely not a regular, a dog with mange or a house cat. It's definitely much larger.
Wildlife officials examined several paw prints like this and conceded it's likely a mountain lion, possibly a cougar. But how did it get here? When the local zoo announced all its wildcats were present and accounted for, officials concluded it probably followed the river for food and was just passing through. Little comfort.
I could run fast enough. I don't know what I'd do.
Just caught him. Caught him, so everybody's safe now.
The sighting sparked silliness on social media. The cat, with its own Twitter account, photoshopped in pictures exploring Milwaukee, even with a cheese head. Wild animals wandering city streets is unusual, but not unprecedented. Last year, this lion was spotted in the suburbs of Los Angeles. While many are having fun with the idea of a lion on the loose in Milwaukee, animal experts say we shouldn't be all that surprised.
Sometimes these animals have nowhere to go. All the good available habitats and territories are already taken up by the existing population.
As the search continues, people here hope the animal realizes it belongs in the wild, not downtown Milwaukee. If the lion had been outside when you'd come out, what would you have done? Be honest. You would have run back inside.
I would have ran back inside, yes, I would have ran back.
So that's apparently the worst possible idea. We talked to an animal expert here in Milwaukee, Sam. He tells us that if you do come in contact with a lion, raise both arms, stare it down, scream loudly in an attempt to chase it off. That's the official advice. Do with that what you will.
All right. Craig, I'm just going to tell you, that is not what I would do. I would have turned around and hightailed it back into the house. And my advice for you, sir, is light on your feet today. Light on your feet today. Anything could happen at any time.
I am heading to the airport right now.
All right, Craig, thank you. And although what we found out a little bit about mountain lions is they can live in just about any climate. They don't need a particular temperature range to survive. They need food to survive. So the temperatures in that area are going to be 80s, and try not to be lion food.
And I must mention that its last tweet he tweeted out 10 hours ago. In the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. So he's sleeping right now, everyone, okay? You're talking to us. You just woke up. You're trying to wake up this morning. Good morning to you in a number of places. Baltimore, San Diego, California, Greensboro, North Carolina. You tweeted at us saying that it's raining this morning. A little tough for people with the rain outside to get out of bed. But check out this shelfie out of Florida. That's our first picture.
Oh, hey.
Tweeted out by Jim Cantori.
Good one.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Though I got
it's an old one.
It's an old one.
Yeah, it's from September.
Oh, it's still pretty cool.
It's from a friend of mine, so I'm chewing her out right now on the phone.
Jim Cantori, you tried. Keeping us honest.
But it was a good one. It was a goodie.
It's a great picture anyway, right?
Let's show you a picture from today in Alabama. You're dealing with storms this morning. Rain rolling in from the west to east.
Is that a rainbow right on the edge of the rain shower?
Yep. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
hit.
Sam Champion. By the way, people in central Illinois said they love the brainstorm, Sam. And we'll leave you with these images out of New Mexico. Good morning to you. The sunrise in Santa Fe. We'll see you right after your local on the 8th. Keep sending us those pictures.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it. But the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you may find. Like how you thought you were covered for this.
It's a profound statement.
But you're not even covered for this.
It's a profound statement.
Or how you may be covered for this, but not for something like this. Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Think fixing your windshield is a big hassle? Not with SafeLight. This family needed their windshield replaced, but their daughter's heart was set on going to the zoo. So we said, if you need SafeLight to come to the zoo, we'll come to the zoo. Oh yeah, we can fix that. Only SafeLight can fix your windshield anywhere in the U.S. with our exclusive mobile glass shops and our one-of-a-kind True Seal technology for a reliable bond.
Thanks so much.
Service that fits your schedule. That's another SafeLight advantage.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace. You and me, we could be bad, but then we'll certainly get around. Oh, you and me, we could be bad, but then our feet can't touch the ground.
Conceal cracks and splinters with the ultimate do-over for wood and concrete. Don't replace, resurface. Behr Premium Deck Over, exclusively at the Home Depot.
And then it hit. And you took it to the edge. Didn't give up.
Miracles happen daily in Delray at Milagro Center. We help enrich the lives of local children and teens through art education, academic support, and mentoring. And now you can be part of the miracle. Whether you become a mentor, teach an art or music class, organize a fundraiser, or simply make a donation, you'll be making an extraordinary difference in the life of a child. To find out how you can help Milagro Center, call 561-279-2970 or visit milagrocenter.org.
At The Watershed, we believe in recovery. We believe that every alcoholic and addict deserves the opportunity to be healed. Our team of addiction professionals will address the underlying causes of your addiction while treating you with dignity and respect. We've helped thousands of patients recover from this seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. Addicts can recover. Addicts do recover. No matter how hopeless the situation seems, the time to get help is now. Call The Watershed today.
Tomorrow on AMHQ, summer heat sending a lot of us to the beach. Well, Jim and I are going. We'll see you in Myrtle Beach on the show. We'll talk about the possibility of something tropical. And did someone say talking dog?
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 90. Chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 76. Chance of rain 50%. Friday, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 93. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
All right, guys, we've got a little rain-cooled air working its way through Tulsa right now. You can kind of see the leading edge of that right there. So this is the rain-cooled outflow from the storms earlier to the north and west. That's pushed its way through Tulsa. There's a new image that just came in, but let's see what this may look like. Let's take a look at the Tulsa skies right now and see what we got in through here. There it is. There it is. There's a shelf cloud right there. That's exactly what we're just looking at on the radar. Isn't that beautiful when it works out like that? Absolutely gorgeous. I thought I saw a little flash of lightning off there on the right. You can see how the camera's moving a little bit. But that right there, that feature, go back to the radar here for a second, and we'll see, is this. That's this little thin area of clouds. We call it a shelf cloud, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I love it when it works out like that. All right, let's go ahead and thanks, Brandon. I appreciate you doing that for me, buddy. You had to clear my telestrator. And we will move on here and talk a little bit about what's happening. I love it when it works out like that. Radar, camera, boom. It's just a beautiful thing. Showers and thunderstorms over Nash Vegas today. They'll have plenty of rounds. Storms as well across Kansas and Oklahoma. They will continue to push on to the east. Model's doing a pretty, I don't like it when there's a lot of stuff in the morning because it just seems like the solutions get a little clustered, but I actually like where we go with this model because that disturbance moves off to the east, so it's going to take everything across Tennessee. It's going to take everything across North Carolina. We know we've got a weak area of low pressure out in through here, which is going to be developing as it's heading out toward the Outer Banks. So watch out around 5:30 this afternoon. Maybe some storms around Birmingham too. Even Atlanta cannot be ruled out. Myrtle Beach, Sammy C. We're heading down to Myrtle Beach today. We may have a little thunder and lightning to dodge, so that only means one thing. A long dinner, right? A long dinner.
I agree.
So we'll see what happens. Around midnight, all this moves offshore. And, of course, with the lack of daytime heating, we start to lose a few of these showers and thunderstorms. All right, big trough out here in the Pacific, moving on across the big ridge. Watch what happens with this big ridge over the next few days. So here it is right in through here. It's going to get beaten down a little bit. And as it gets beaten down, we're going to see our Torcon numbers pretty much remain the same. But we're going to see the storms actually move from the high plains onto the Great Lakes. So eastern North Dakota today, watch out around Bismarck. Actually, that's central North Dakota. Western Minnesota, you may have a tornado there. We're going to at least have storms that spin. You can see how the air is coming north here across the high plains, west over in through here. Probably a little bit of a dry line that'll bulge out today, along with an area of low pressure, weak area of low pressure. So showers and storms will be plentiful, we think, by this afternoon for many, many of these areas. Looks like the new model run actually didn't come in. That's why nothing's showing up. But later on this afternoon, pay particular attention to Bismarck with the model. Oh, there it is, right there. All right, so you can see it. It's already through there, but about 4 o'clock or so. So everything moves east as we go into eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. I am just so excited about that shelf cloud, I can't even breathe right now. You know that? That just absolutely flipped me out. It was right there. It was right there. All right, so Wisconsin down into eastern Nebraska. Torcon numbers of 3 today, up toward Minneapolis as well tomorrow. This is just kind of the flattening of the ridge. So we're taking just weak energy and pushing that ridge down, suppressing it. We know we've got all sorts of heat and humidity down to the south and through here. The atmosphere will create rotating thunderstorms, so we'll have supercells, wind, hail, and a slight tornado risk, as we've seen it. All right, that's how it looks.
3, we'll keep an eye on it today.
Eventually, we warm up and moisten up in the northeast. Okay. So the party of cool, dry air that Reagan's enjoying is going to be over.
Yeah.
Well, but you got a few days. Enjoy it.
Can't last long.
It's great. In late July, you could be baking right now.
So 3 things to share. Do you believe that the high-paid actors do their own stunts? Do you believe that?
I know Cruise does. He's adamant about that.
That's exactly what we're going to talk about. Tom Cruise doing his own stunts.
Okay.
A lot of people are just
that.
amazed by some of these things. Yeah, no, you didn't know we were going to talk about. We're the latest Mission Impossible stunt. He did this not only once, but 8 times. Now, let me tell you what this is. Taking off with only cables attached from a turboprop Airbus A400. The cruising speed of this plane is 345 miles an hour. He did the stunt 8 times. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation hits the theaters next Friday. It's worth it just to see this. Has anyone seen Tom Cruise lately?
Awesome.
Has anyone seen him lately?
Awesome.
Do they know that he survived this or not? That's unbelievable.
I'm thinking we'd know about it by now. If we
Wow,
yes.
that is crazy talk.
But that is all. But they did it 8 times?
8 times, hanging on the edge of a plane like that as it's cruising around. All right,
awesome.
If someone said to you, hey, I'm going to build this glass bridge over a waterfall, why don't you go take a walk over it? Would you go?
Yeah.
Would you? Because they've done it in Taiwan right now. It's the
I'd
first.
let them go first.
Yeah, it's the first one. It gets you
Break it in
really
for you,
up
right,
close.
Jim?
Only 50 feet from the waterfall's cliff. This glass skywalk is almost 100 feet long, and it's right over the Longfang waterfall. Don't ask me how I knew how to say that, because I just saw it for the first time. You better not have fear of heights, though, because it's 160 feet above the ground. That's only 2 of the 3 things. We'll try to get the third one.
Who gets to clean the windows?
I'll be dirtying them up.
The bottom side.
You can't always be there to protect her down the road. Make sure the tires she's riding on will with the revolutionary Michelin Premier tire. Safe when new, safe when worn.
Welcome to Fort Greene. Welcome to Castle Bravestorm. It's full of cool stuff like my trusty bow. And free of stuff I don't like. We only eat Chex cereal. No artificial flavors and it's gluten-free. Mom, right there, ball in the house.
Who needs a witness when you set the world in motion? The Ram ProMaster van. And introducing the all-new Ram ProMaster City. Purpose-built to help you run the town. Ram.
Is this really the best way to pick color for a whole room? There's a new way to paint. With the new Project Color app, take any color on a virtual test drive. It's part of the new Color Center experience from the Home Depot. Everything you need to get the right color right. Let's do this in hand, online, and at the store. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Bare Ultra Interior, just $29.98 a gallon. Download the Project Color app.
Sometimes at last doesn't happen at first.
Your dad just kissed my mom.
Turning 2 worlds into one takes love. Helping protect that world takes State Farm.
To folks out there whose diabetic nerve pain shoots and burns its way into your day, I hear you. To everyone with this pain that makes ordinary tasks extraordinarily painful, I hear you. Make sure your doctor hears you too. I hear you because I was there when my dad suffered with diabetic nerve pain. If you have diabetes and burning, shooting pain in your feet or hands, don't suffer in silence. Step on up and ask your doctor about diabetic nerve pain. Tell him Cedric sent you.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
Every backyard comes together around a grill and Kingsford charcoal. Gather around and try our sweet and fruity charcoal with applewood.
Maintenance is important. To keep feeling my best, I use odor-free Blue Emu. Has an active ingredient to relieve the aches and pains of my muscles and joints. Use what I use. Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
Real local.
We are live in Oklahoma.
Real accurate.
This affects you.
Real experts.
Wow, that's the leading edge of the thunderstorm.
Only the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 90, chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 76. Chance of rain 50%. Friday, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 93. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tomorrow on AMHQ, summer heat sending a lot of us to the beach. Well, Jim and I are going. We'll see you in Myrtle Beach on the show. We'll talk about the possibility of something tropical. And did someone say talking dog?
29 minutes past the hour. Good morning to you on this Thursday. A live look from the International Space Station this morning. The sun's not up over where they are yet. A Russian space capsule docked with the ISS station. It brought 3 new, fresh crew members, 1 each from the U.S., Russia, and Japan. They were scheduled to arrive 2 months ago, but Russia put all space travel on hold after an unmanned cargo ship carrying supplies to the space station failed. This picture tweeted out by one of our favorite Astro Scott Kelly, just to notifying everyone of the arrival. The Soyuz docking from his vantage point aboard the space station. Guess what? It is day 118 of his year in space.
Yeah.
He still has 247 to go.
But who's counting?
Oh.
He is.
His family. I know.
Yeah, I would be like marking off every day. Hi, everybody.
Good
This is a
morning.
particularly great morning. It's nice to have everybody here.
Finally.
A-Rod's here. Jim's here.
Yeah, it's great.
Good to see you guys.
For a few hours.
And then you leave us.
Yeah.
And then you leave tomorrow. You go to the beach and you leave us here.
Somebody's
got to do it.
Yeah.
It's
Good
hold
job.
down the fort. We left it in great hands. Let it be Sam.
That's right. Summertime, somebody has to go to the beach to talk to you, America. We do it for you. All right, hey, let's look at the cities that we're saying hello to this morning. Hey, Jen, why don't we start with your town?
Hey,
wait,
look,
there are more people by your pal.
Visiting my friend there. I wonder
Yeah.
if they brought him a drink of coffee.
What's his name
maybe.
again? Did you name him Fred or
I don't
Alf?
know.
I forget what you
I
named
thought I
him.
named him
I'm
George.
thinking that dude's back's got to hurt.
I mean, you know what?
Hunched
He's
over.
got a better tan than you, Jim Cantor.
This is, I just want you people to
I'll
know
work on
when
that
you're
tomorrow.
there at the arch right there and you walk by that guy, that you're on camera and you can be on TV at
and
any
then
time.
you can wave to us.
This is a lovely couple,
Next
but
time
no one has told
I
them
go
that they're on
home,
Can't we
television.
I'm
plan
going-
this that we get somebody to go sit
No.
by the statue
Listen,
at
I'm-
the time that we take the
Oh,
camera?
look, they're
Listen,
both-
I'm
And
going
just
to
turn
do
around
this.
and wave at us? I
I'm
mean,
gonna,
seriously.
hello, I'm going to go to St. Louis. I'm
Yeah.
going to cross the river.
Oh, that would be
I'm going to
awesome.
go into Illinois, East St. Louis,
Okay.
and I'm going to go over there. I'm going to wave to you guys one day.
All
That
right.
would be cool.
We say good morning to you, Denver, and a great looking sky there
Oh,
as well. Drop
fantastic.
down to the 60s overnight. You'll be back in the 90s by this afternoon, though. So, Denver, it's that up and down that you're so used to. 92 on Friday, 90 on Saturday. But I tell you got some great looking skies there. Denver, can you export something for us? Can you just send it to us right here at AMHQ? Because say hello to breakfast, ladies and gentlemen. The Denver Biscuit Company, and this is why.
I like that.
It is potentially
Look
the
at that
largest biscuit you have
massiveness.
ever seen in your entire life, ladies and gentlemen.
That's chicken, by the way.
I give you the cordon bleu.
Oh.
It is, they have 10 different kind of biscuit sandwiches on the menu here. They give you buttermilk fried chicken, ham, cheddar cheese, local honey butter, all squeezed into the most delicious large biscuit.
What is the height of that? About 10 inches?
You can catch it on the radar. That's all I know. You can put it on the radar.
Oh, that was so good.
Wasn't it delicious?
Yeah, it was.
Please, Denver Biscuit Company, send to some friends. okay?
And that's when you get that and you order a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, just
Yeah,
give me
like
a
that's
Diet
gonna
Coke.
make a difference.
I'm watching my weight right now. All right, let's show you what's happening on the big picture. As we show you across areas, even parts of the west, we have some rain out there. Still some of that leftover moisture of Dolores still trying to get out of there. And then we have the stationary front kicking off some rain right now across parts of Tennessee. But we talk about the severe threat for today. It's going to be all the way up towards the north. And we're talking to you in Bismarck as well as into Rapid City. It's this front that's going to be kicking off some of those stronger winds as we go through the day. And then it's going to be moving over towards the east. By tomorrow morning, we could be tracking some stronger storms around for you in Minneapolis. Of course, we're going to be following that tomorrow morning right here in AMHQ. And then we go down towards the south where we have the stationary front. It's been firing up thunderstorms left and right from areas including parts of Georgia as well as into Alabama. And as we show you, this is going to be the result of more rain today because we've got all that warm moisture coming through. But eventually, we're going to see an area low pressure developing off the coast just to the east of this front. And what we'll see is very warm sea surface temperatures there. At some of these locations in the mid-80s. Could we potentially look at the possibility of some tropical development? Of course, we're going to be watching that, but we can tell you pretty confidently we're going to be looking at some heavy rain setting up for parts of Florida, and they really need it. South Florida actually dealing with exceptional drought in some of those areas, and the drought monitor comes out later on today.
Yeah, very, very dry. They could definitely use some of the rain. All right, time to check out the news with Ana Ritis Rodriguez.
Good morning, Sam. Good morning to you at home. A big corporate deal in the insurance world topping your headlines this Thursday. The Wall Street Journal reporting Anthem could announce plans today to buy Cigna. The deal worth $48 billion, and it would create a company with 53 million customers, making Anthem the nation's biggest insurer. Let's head to New York. The city looks ready to raise the minimum wage for fast food workers to $15 an hour. It would be phased in over several years. The increase follows a pattern in other major cities, including LA and San Francisco. Get this, it's so hot in Eastern Europe, Prague is putting water trucks on the streets to spray down hot Czechs. The high in the Czech capital city hit 95 Wednesday. Local reports say it was the hottest day of the year so far. And everyone was watching this game yesterday, including myself, not by choice. Jamaica in a 2-1 shocker over the U.S. in a Gold Cup soccer semifinal in Atlanta. They head to the final in Philadelphia against Mexico. How hot is it going to get? We're back.
A Headlines is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. See car insurance in a whole new light.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
If you have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, isn't it time to let the real you shine through? Introducing Otezla, a Premolast. Otezla is not an injection or a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. Some people who took Otezla saw 75% clearer skin after 4 months. And Otezla's prescribing information has no requirement for routine lab monitoring. Don't take Otezla if you are allergic to any of its ingredients. Otezla may increase the risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Side effects may include diarrhea, nausea, upper respiratory tract infection, and headache. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Ask your doctor about Otezla today. Otezla. Show more of you.
I brought in some protein to get us moving.
I'm new Ensure Active High Protein. I help you recharge with nutritious energy and strength. I'll take that.
New Ensure Active High Protein. 16 grams of protein and 23 vitamins and minerals. Ensure. Take life in.
He's very conservative in a kind of liberal way.
Critics are calling Irrational Man one of Woody Allen's most twisted and enjoyable films.
When I heard you were coming and had fantasies.
It's intoxicating.
Your professor's got a bit of an alcohol problem.
Oh boy, that's just one of his problems.
It's surprising.
What the hell are you doing, Abe?
5 stars.
You had a theory about Abe. You promise you won't tell?
Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, and Parker Posey do their best work.
It's the most amazing thing. I'm stunned.
Rated R. Now playing select cities.
Is that a new washing machine? Yeah, it's a Samsung with Active Wash. It's got a built-in sink to pre-treat and help get stains out. How about this?
The Samsung washing machine with Active Wash. Get 10% off select major appliances at Lowe's.
I take Prilosec OTC each morning for my frequent heartburn. Because it gives me 0 heartburn.
Prilosec OTC, the #1 doctor-recommended frequent heartburn medicine for 9 straight years. 1 pill each morning, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
Good morning.
Morning. No.
WeatherTech floor liners are created to be the ultimate vehicle floor protection in the world. Designed with channels to catch and hold spills until you wash them away. Go to WeatherTech.com and order your perfect fit floor liners today. The most advanced floor protection for your vehicle is at WeatherTech.com.
Staying in there.
Tomorrow on AMHQ, summer heat sending a lot of us to the beach. Well, Jim and I are going. We'll see you in Myrtle Beach on the show. We'll talk about the possibility of something tropical. And did someone say talking dog?
Currently in our area, 82 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 90, chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 76, chance of rain 50%. Friday, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 93, chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Minutes after the hour. You know, your moment of zen might come from this shot right here this morning, Denali National Park in Alaska. It's just after it's just after 4:40 in the morning. Official sunrise is about an hour and 15 minutes away. I know there's a good amount of light still in the sky here. We've got some clouds today. Definitely going to pick up some rain today at about 59 degrees. You're about 60. I actually think it's going to be a little warmer than the 59 there. I think it's going to be just a few degrees warmer than that. And our start temperature is about 59 this morning. So 61 definitely by the time we get to Friday. Hey, Jen, it is amazing out there.
It is amazing.
You know, it's hard enough to plan your wedding.
Right.
Any given
Find
wedding.
a husband.
Imagine, and then that.
I look at Tammy,
and then
raise her
that.
head.
But imagine trying to find it, or plan it, find him. Imagine trying to find him on a glacier. No, but to plan it on top of a glacier.
It's my fault. I threw you off there.
That's okay.
We're going to talk about a couple and their story and their wedding album. And of course, we all say all the time, it's amazing out there. They're going to prove it. A Washington couple is giving new meaning to destination wedding. Chad and Katie Cochran tied the knot more than 5,000 feet above sea level on Pinka Glacier in Denali National Park.
The mountains are a very special place for both of us, and we just feel the most alive in the mountains, and so we wanted to capture that with our wedding. I asked Chad, I'm just like, what do you think about getting married on the glacier? And his face just lights up and he goes, yes!
Only 4 names on their guest list. The couple, an ordained mountain guide, and a photographer. For this backcountry wedding, the bride swapped heels for boots, a veil for a hat, and a limo for a plane.
I just wanted to combine like an adventure wedding and kind of a traditional Catholic wedding. Not many people get married on a glacier in Alaska.
A special wedding with one-of-a-kind photos to match.
We didn't fly into the glacier till 7 o'clock, so those photos were actually shot quite late at night. I really liked the photo of Katie waving the plane goodbye. When Katie got dropped off on the glacier and the plane took off and left, she knew that she wasn't flying back out on an airplane. She was walking out.
Yep, that's right. There was no plane ride back for the newlyweds. They spent their honeymoon climbing, hiking, and rafting back down the mountains.
The sun never sets, so it was like one big, long wedding day. It was awesome.
And if you think a glacier wedding comes with a colossal price tag, you are absolutely wrong. The bride estimates it only costs just a few $1,000s. The most expensive thing, of course, the plane tickets.
I mean,
Love
no
is free.
stress. Think about it. You don't have guests. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about flowers. You don't have to worry about
Alcohol.
anything other than
Drinks.
Survival?
Survival.
That's the only thing.
Into a crevasse? Yeah, that's a small problem.
That's a problem.
Wow.
All right.
It's not low stress, it's just low cost.
Right. Stress is there.
Come on, Elliot.
And we're going to talk more about the West over there, Mr. Romantic over there, and Mrs. Romantic.
No, you're the one that said it would be tough. Finding a husband was the hard
That's
part
all
about
true.
planning a wedding.
This is the reality of the times,
All right.
right?
Tweet Jen if you want to propose.
Yeah,
That's
whatever. I like being single, okay? All right, let's talk about rare tornadoes that we see in high elevation. Yes, these are rare, but when they do happen, we see these popping up in the month of July most often. And we talk about some of the high altitude tornadoes out there in Sequoia National Park, 12,000 feet. Last one was July 7, 2004. Mount Evans, Colorado, 11,900 feet. So you get the idea here. We're talking way up there. As we move that ahead, and we want to talk more about this and the frequency and when we see these happening more often. As we said, June and July, this is where we see this happening more. This goes back from 1950 to 2013. We're looking at the climatology there, and then you see it really drops off as we move into the months of August and September. So that is a look more about it. And we look at the hourly for Denver, and what we're going to see for you is spectacular conditions out there. We're going to see wall-to-wall sunshine out there. No storms out there today. So today is going to be a lot quieter out there. Now let's look at the water vapor, and we want to show you why. And as we show you, look at all that dry air just being wedged right in, reaching into Denver. And then you can see where we have some of that moisture still left over from Dolores, trying to make its way up towards the north. And it's going to be visiting our friends in Canada. But as we look ahead, it's going to be nice and quiet out there to start off your morning. I know it's a little bit early out there, but as we go through the afternoon, you can still see, and it really just shows up and matches, perfect match where that dry air is going to be in place. We're going to see some rain showers around for areas including New Mexico, as well as down towards parts of Arizona. But overall, fairly quiet out there. We'll keep you nice and dry through Friday. And then we look ahead and we show you for Los Angeles, it's also going to be a dry way to end out your work week. Right now, we'll send it over to you, Sam.
All right, we've got 2 flash flood warnings going on in Missouri right now. Jim, more than 2.5 inches of rain in some of these places.
Yeah, and it all came at once, right over a city. So Springfield, we got some water rescues going on right now as we speak in Greene County. As you look at this radar, though, I want to read you some of this stuff. The 500 block of Union Street off Cherry Street is flooded and impassable. Highway 65 in Chestnut underneath the underpass is flooded. Active water rescues going on now. Glenstone and Chestnut, please avoid. We will be right back.
Rapid Trauma Unit 5. What do we got?
BP 64 over 40.
2 units of O9. Multiple foreign objects in the body.
Scissors.
If you're the guy from the operation game, you get operated on. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
There's a more enjoyable way to get your fiber. Try Philips Fiber Good Gummies Plus Energy Support. It's a new fiber supplement that helps support regularity and includes B vitamins to help convert food to energy.
These are good. Nice work, Phillips.
The tasty side of fiber from Philips.
Irresistible moments deserve irresistible treats. New from Meow Mix, with real salmon, chicken, or tuna. The only treat cats ask for by name.
Are you spending too much time scrubbing your bathroom and kitchen? The refrigerator, countertops, toilets, yuck! Make it easy with CLR Bath and Kitchen Cleaner. It does all the work for you. Its fast-acting, powerful foam cuts through stubborn dirt, stains, and buildup in seconds. Yet, it's gentle enough to use every day. Bath and Kitchen carries the EPA Design for the Environment seal. Multi-purpose Bath and Kitchen Cleaner tackles everyday grime on surfaces like shower doors, faucets and sinks, grimy bathtubs, kitchen countertops, and those hard-to-clean refrigerator shelves. It leaves nothing but a fresh, clean scent. The non-irritating bleach-free formula means it's safer for your family and the environment. Finally, tough meets safe with eco-friendly Bath and Kitchen Cleaner from CLR. Tough on yuck, gentle on everything else.
CLR Bath and Kitchen is available at these fine stores. Find more information at clrbrands.com.
Great time for a shiny floor wax, no? Not if you just put the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece. Timing's important. Comcast Business knows that. That's why you can schedule an installation at a time that works for you, even late at night or on the weekend if that's what you need, because you have enough to worry about. I did not see that coming.
Don't deal with disruptions. Get better internet installed on your schedule. Comcast Business, built for business.
Take the roar out of snore.
Yet another innovation only at a Sleep Number store.
Coming up on AMHQ.
You're about to see something you have never seen on television before.
I want to make sure everybody can get an idea of what's happening here.
Let's talk about that.
Let's lift the base of this and talk a little bit about tornadoes.
That's pretty impressive. Let me show you why.
We'll tell you about it coming up.
Currently in our area, 82 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 90, chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 76, chance of rain 50%. Friday, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 93, chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
All right, let's take it down to Fort Lauderdale. Nice morning to walk the beach. If you're a boater, however, watch out offshore. Some strong thunderstorms being reported offshore Broward, Miami-Dade counties as well. So be careful out there and expect potentially even more of these coming as we go on in time. And maybe some big changes for the entire state of Florida in terms of rainfall coming up. Some of you in drought. Some of you not so much in drought. Let's go to our hurricane specialist, Michael Lowry. Mike, we've been talking the last couple of days about the potential for something tropical. Just starting off with the month of July, though, this isn't one of those months that goes, wow. I mean, unless it's 2005.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes you'll get a wave, a tropical wave that comes through the eastern Atlantic. We haven't had that this year, but we are looking closer to home because you can still get those fronts that get down into the tropical waters and can spin up into a tropical system. That's what our computer models were hinting at yesterday. Kind of lukewarm on that right now.
Is this going to be one of these things like we have with Claudette, where we start with a non-tropical low and then it becomes tropical, or is this something that's going to develop over the water if it develops?
I think we're looking at more of a system that develops over the water, but again, it's going to be hanging on this frontal system if it does so. Right now, we have an area low pressure over the Carolinas. This is going to scoot out to CGEM, not really looking at this particular low. It's what's happening over the weekend as all of this spin. You can see the low-level spin in here. That's going to push down into Florida, and if it hangs off the coast long enough, to your point, the waters are warm enough there that you can kick up enough. If you have enough of a cold pocket aloft, you can kick up enough of that instability to drive some of that moisture and heat from the ocean.
And it looks like the big shear lifts a little bit, so we get a little bit of a lull in the upper level winds. In other words, something that would tear this apart.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think anything that does form is going to get kicked off to the northeast and away from the coast. So that is the good part of the story as well. You can see that front, though, being really a trigger for areas of spin. So really what we're looking for is just the concentration, the clustering of thunderstorms into early next week. Once you have that over the waters, then maybe we can start talking about something. At this point, though, just a broad, strung out, elongated area of low pressure. But the upper winds, not all that unfavorable.
Is there any way that something could develop in the Gulf?
I think that's very unlikely. I think if we get anything,
it'll be on the east side. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, the Hurricane Center hasn't put out anything in their outlook. You know, we'll see if they do something today or tomorrow.
So let's tell everybody what this product is, first of all, because it's beautiful.
It is.
But it means something.
It's the amount of available moisture in the atmosphere. So it's like taking a sponge, right, and you fill that sponge up with moisture. It doesn't mean that we're going to get rainfall from all of this. Something's got to come along, or enough instability.
When you're in the pink and purple here, these are very high values of this water.
Yeah, and we're going to get some rainfall out of this.
Big time.
And Florida needs it.
Look at that expand, too.
The question is whether or not, and I'm really interested to see whether or not this gets into South Florida, because it's been really drought-stricken, that whole area down there. We've had very strong, persistent high pressure, strong easterly winds, which has kept the sea breeze much more to the west, much further inland. That's going to let up. This weekend we'll have a southwesterly flow, so we could maybe get some much-needed rainfall down here in South Florida. We'll definitely get it across Central Florida.
And that's kind of a bummer, because a lot of time, this time of the year, you get into July and August, people start going back to school in August. August, especially I know in North Georgia, August 4th in Cobb County schools, they go back. You want to get that last beach vacation.
Trying to get the beach vacation in. It's going to be a wet weekend and into early next week. Maybe by midweek, starting to dry out a little bit.
The historic Pacific, will we have another name storm?
It's maybe. But the forecast is for this to stay a depression. Tropical Depression 7 formed this morning. Going to be hanging out to sea. If it becomes a name storm, obviously Felicia. But the 4th busiest start to the season on record.
Looks like a little surge of moisture
already.
already.
To your point, maybe a little bit of enhanced monsoonal flow.
All right. Thank you, Michael Lowry. Appreciate that. Again, guys, if you are going to Florida this weekend and it does rain on your vacation, blame Michael. Sam, back to you.
All right, Jim, good to know. A lot of folks are sending their pictures in already this morning, though.
I must mention, though, we're following a developing situation in Springfield, Missouri, in Greene County. Yep, we just spoke with Springfield's public information officer, and they have confirmed that they've had multiple cars stalled because of high water. And it looks like the 500 block of South Union and this area around Chestnut has a lot of reports of high water on the roadways. Officials warning people, if you're in the area, turn around, don't drown, and send us those pictures so we can show everyone else. #MyWeather. But the first picture this morning coming out of Oklahoma, you're getting some weather in Airedale, Oklahoma.
That is
Adair,
incredible.
excuse me.
Is it? Where is it? I can't see it.
Adair, Oklahoma. You can notice the rain shaft and the sunrise in this picture.
Gorgeous.
Let's head to Greensboro, North Carolina. They woke up to rain this morning.
And yeah, more than a little bit.
Listening to the music of rain. That's a nice way to wake up, but then you don't want to get out of bed.
No, I know. Rainy mornings. Oh, it's just like, I don't want to. Oh, that is awesome.
This is in Pennsylvania.
This looks like, this is so amazing. It looks like a Dr. Seuss book.
Doesn't it? And this was taken yesterday, the tweeter pointing out that it looks like jellyfish in the sky.
I love it.
And it kind of does.
Yeah. Combination of clouds right there. Unbelievable. Just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I love it. But to me, it looked like Dr. Seuss trees. When we know a lot of folks are heading to the beaches this weekend. We're going to head to get you started there on Friday. But we've got stories about people being struck by lightning on the beach. So I want to get you warned about these storms.
There are no medals won for earning a living. It's just what you do for family. But it's hard to build a future if you can't see past today. That's why Walmart is investing in the most important part of our company, our people. Because a raise in pay raises us all.
It's an Olive Garden first, but it won't last long. Create your own tour of Italy starting at $12.99. Choose 3 of our 9 most loved dishes to enjoy on one plate. Serve with salad and breadsticks. Hurry in to create your tour at Olive Garden.
Gonna wash the dust off my soul. I'm gonna listen to some rock and roll. No cares, come what may. I'm making a beautiful day.
You're only young once, unless you have a Subaru.
The Subaru XV Crosstrek. Symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 34 mpg. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
A different treatment for every itch? Clean out your cabinet. Blue Emu Anti-Itch Cream has the strongest form of hydrocortisone available without a prescription. And it's the only brand with Cord Emu Complex. New Blue Emu with hydrocortisone. One cream, every itch.
Let's go from clutter to clean. Stop boxing ourselves in. Let's get organized and build a better bathroom. That's it. Let's give it some style. With a little polish. Let's put everything where it belongs. And put the room back in bathroom. Let's do this. Shop stylish vanities in-store and online. The Home Depot. More saving. More doing.
Oh, man. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Harry.
You gotta do it like this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, George. Hey, Jim. State Farm agents are there whenever you need them.
Why would you need a backpack that's backed by a guarantee? LL Bean backpacks. Guaranteed for all the things life and kids throw their way. Designed smarter, built tougher.
Only Nexium 24-hour gives you Nexium level protection for frequent heartburn, all day and all night. Try Nexium 24-hour, the #1 prescribed acid-blocking brand, and get all day, all night protection. Nexium level protection.
I want to make sure everybody can get an idea of what's happening here.
Let's talk about that.
Let's lift the base of this.
You're about to see something you have never seen on television before.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy early, followed by scattered thunderstorms this afternoon. High 90, chance of rain 60%. Tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies with scattered thunderstorms during the evening. Low 76, chance of rain 50%. Friday, partly cloudy with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. High 93, chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.